Hi, I'm Megan Lingle, and today we will explore an article by Nin Kirkham and Chris Letheby on psychedelics and environmental virtues. In our assigned readings over the past few weeks, we have encountered the pressing environmental challenges our world faces, emphasizing the need for urgent and practical solutions. While these challenges are often viewed as collective action problems, it is crucial to recognize the significance of individual behavior in addressing them. To bring about lasting change, fostering environmental consciousness and ethics within individuals becomes essential. This raises the question, how can we reliably and responsibly achieve this while staying aligned with philosophical principles? Kirkham and Letheby propose an intriguing solution: the controlled administration of classic psychedelic substances. Recent scientific evidence indicates that psychedelics can enhance feelings of nature-relatedness, leading to increased pro-environmental behaviors. In this presentation, we will delve deeper into the concept of moral bio-enhancement using psychedelics and explore its potential as a transformative tool for environmental ethics. To cultivate an atmosphere conducive to active participation, this presentation adopts a streamlined format utilizing limited bullet points. As we embark on the collective journey, I encourage you to take a moment to center yourself, take a series of deep breaths, allowing yourself to be fully present and engaged in the present moment. The intersection of moral bioenhancement and environmental virtues offers an intriguing area for exploration. Environmental challenges often stem from collective action problems, making it essential to motivate individuals and corporations to assume environmental responsibility. Research by Kirkham and Letheby demonstrates the effectiveness of nurturing environmental consciousness and ethics. Notably, a solid subjective connection to nature correlates with pro-environmental behaviors. Moral bioenhancement has the potential to enhance moral character and motives, fostering a deeper relationship with the environment and inspiring meaningful action. Psychedelic experiences present unique opportunities for individuals to develop environmental virtues, making them promising transformative methods for moral enhancement. Addressing the environmental costs of human activities necessitates assuming responsibility at both the individual and corporate levels. This article asserts that a sense of relatedness to nature can motivate responsible action, a claim supported by empirical evidence. However, developing environmental consciousness and ethics faces challenges due to modern life's cognitive and moral complexities. Technological advancements and global issues have created morally demanding circumstances, including existential threats. To counter these threats, motivating individuals to collaborate and expand the concept of the collective good beyond the human race is crucial. Kirkham and Letheby stress the urgency of promoting pro-social and pro-environmental behaviors, highlighting the need for immediate action. In response, the concept of moral enhancement through the potential use of psychedelics is introduced. The aim is to enhance human capacities to feel connected to the natural world and act responsibly, ultimately creating a better world. Exploring different perspectives on moral enhancement reveals that its goal should be improving moral motives and capacities. Virtue ethics provides a suitable framework for addressing environmental challenges and promoting human flourishing within a complex ecosystem. This approach emphasizes the development of moral character and examines the virtues necessary for fostering harmonious relationships between the humans and the environment. Kirkham and Letheby propose the environmental virtue of living in place as a target for moral bioenhancement using psychedelics. This virtue encompasses humility, aesthetic wonder, and respect for nature. It involves accepting responsibility for regulating environmental modifications, recognizing human capacity limits, and appreciating the beauty and diversity of nature. Recent empirical evidence highlights that transformative effects of psychedelic drugs in cultivating these virtues. Scientific studies support the safety of psychedelics in controlled environments. These substances, like LSD, mescaline, psilocybin, and DMT, affect consciousness by activating the serotonin 2A receptor. They have a long history of religious and medicinal use and gained attention in the Western world during the 1950s and 1960s. Initially, researchers explored their connection with mental illness, but later investigations focused on their therapeutic potential for psychiatric distress. Early clinical research on psychedelics faced challenges, but a meta-analysis found that high-dose LSD treatment effectively reduced symptoms of alcohol addiction. However, due to safety concerns and associations with anti-establishment activism, psychedelics were prohibited, halting scientific studies for decades. Since the 1990s, psychedelic research has resurged with improved methodology and understanding. controlled administration of psychedelics is safe when guidelines are followed, and numerous volunteers have undergone administration without lasting adverse effects. Studies indicate that psychedelics can induce mystical experiences and have lasting psychological effects, such as reducing anxiety, depression, and addiction. They can also positively influence cognition and behavior, such as reducing alcohol consumption and increasing prosocial behavior. Psychedelic experiences foster a sense of unity and connectedness with the body, others, humanity, and the natural world. They also increase nature-relatedness and have been associated with pro-environmental behaviors. While further research is needed, existing evidence suggests that a single psychedelic experience can enhance subjective feelings of connection to the natural world, leading to increased pro-environmental behaviors. Responsible and controlled psychedelic use is crucial for personal growth and positive environmental change. Understanding the transformative effects of psychedelics is critical for their ethical and accountable utilization. The article's central thesis posits that when used appropriately, psychedelics can induce experiences that contribute to developing critical environmental virtues. These virtues encompass living in place, respecting nature, having proper humility, and experiencing aesthetic wonder and awe. Kirkham and Letheby draw connections between nature-relatedness and the virtue of respect for nature, suggesting that psychedelics may enhance nature-relatedness, leading to the cultivation of respect for nature. The article presents supporting evidence, including examples of behaviors that promote respect for nature, such as being mindful of wildlife, considering the environmental impacts of one's actions, and feeling a solid connection to all living things and the earth. These behaviors align with nature-relatedness, which measures individuals' awareness of wildlife, contemplation of the environmental impact, and connection to nature. Testimonials from individuals who have undergone psychedelic experiences also highlight an increased awareness of interconnectedness with the environment and rediscovery of love for nature, and a sense of personal responsibility toward the earth. The authors clarify that their claim is not that a single psychedelic experience immediately leads to the complete acquisition of the virtue of living in place. Instead, they propose that such experiences often initiate a prolonged process in which this virtue's cognitive, affective, and behavioral health aspects gradually develop and solidify. Kirkham and Letheby speculate that the transformative mechanisms of psychedelic experiences which are not yet fully understood, the post-session integration phase is crucial as individuals revisit and process insights and realizations. From their psychedelic experiences, the authors suggest that psychedelics induce a transient period of heightened neural and cognitive plasticity, exposing subjects to new ways of perceiving the self and the world. This process is likened to an inverse PTSD, prompting repeated recollection and leading to profound psychological restructuring. Regarding environmental virtues, psychedelic experiences enable individuals to perceive and experience their existence in the natural world differently and intensely. The positive balance and intensity of these experiences prompt individuals to repeatedly revisit these new perspectives, resulting in enduring changes in perception, cognition, and behavior. This concept aligns with classical philosophical accounts of virtue cultivation, while increased identification with nature resulting from a temporary weakening of ego boundaries appears to be a significant psychological factor. Further research is needed to understand this aspect fully. Kirkham and Letheby address objections to using psychedelics for environmental virtue development. One objection questions prioritizing individual approaches over transnational cooperation and legislation. They clarify that psychedelics are just one aspect of a multi-pronged approach, recognizing the importance of personal attitudes for collective action on climate change. Another objection questions the assumption of virtue ethics. They argue that character development is valuable regardless of one's moral framework. Good character promotes positive outcomes and ethical treatment of others, making their claim relevant to anyone concerned with environmental ethic and collective action. The authors acknowledge risk, but emphasize that their argument focuses on controlled use in clinical trials and religious ceremonies. They cite research showing the safety of psychedelics when administered responsibly. The objection of insufficient evidence is addressed by acknowledging that existing evidence is not definitive but is highly suggestive. They call for further empirical investigation, highlighting the coherence of their hypothesis with positive psychological changes induced by psychedelics. They emphasize the importance of factors like set and setting in promoting transformative experiences. Lastly, they argue that their proposal is part of a comprehensive approach that combines individual interventions with systemic changes. In conclusion, when used responsibly and under controlled conditions, psychedelics can promote the development of living in place, an essential environmental virtue encompassing respect for nature, humility, and aesthetic wonder. This has three significant implications. Firstly, psychedelics may play a role in moral enhancement, aligning with virtue ethics and offering a promising means of improving the moral character and ethical behavior. Secondly, psychedelic assisted interventions can address the challenge of cultivating environmental virtues in the face of ecological crisis and urbanization. Studies show that psychedelic experiences can increase nature relatedness and pro environmental behaviors, even in artificial settings. Thirdly, if further research confirms the hypothesis, there is an ethical imperative to make transformative psychedelic experiences accessible to the broader public in safe, legal, and socially acceptable contexts. This aligns with the argument for a consciousness culture and suggests that need to incorporate psychedelic into society responsibly. Thank you for watching, and please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for